can slot him in anywhere in those front five attacking positions. Daniel Salloi on the left. Can he continue to get vertical but also find his spaces inside to create? And Memo Rodriguez gets another start in midfield as the number 8.
Meanwhile, the challengers who hail from the Pacific Northwest are going to make a few changes after a rough result against Vancouver last weekend.
Yeah, a rough result against Vancouver. One before that as well. That's 3 straight losses, as you stated. They're going to need a lot of players to step up.
Two teams that are typically spearheading the superiority of the Western Conference in Major League Soccer as Armando Villarreal gets us underway from Children's Mercy Park. We invite you to turn off the world. And he takes the approach that these are the guys who are going to help you win games, as this is lofted over the top for Willie Agada. The flag stays down. It's Willie Agada. Crépeau makes the save and it's cleared away. So both goalkeepers called into action before we reach the 7-minute mark. Tommy Voltaire cleans it up as the referee says play on through the advantage once again. Tommy. Agada takes it on the first time. And Sporting Kansas City draw first blood. And it is blue blood. Willie Agada with his 3rd straight game with a goal contribution.
It falls to him. Not quite tight enough from Portland. Too much time on the ball, too much space, just driving forward there, finding the moment, takes a deflection there, but then it's one time. Curls it with the boot. Top corner. Eric Thomas says, no one's going to stop, I'm going to take my space. Another deflection off the defender, but at the end of the day, it's 1-0 Sporting KC. Agada being selfish, just as Peter Vermes called for.
Winning positions, that's worst in Major League Soccer. Agada picking out Salloi. Going for goal with the left foot, and Crépeau was expecting some sort of delivery and had to reorganize. But he's
nearly fooled the keeper.
Good looking corner in, and it's a goal. Danny Rosero was able to beat Crépeau to the punch. And Sporting Kansas City doubled their lead before halftime. It's 2-0.
Portland looked like they maybe wanted a foul on the goalkeeper, but that's a 50-50. Crépeau's coming out, Rosero's coming in, willing to take the contact. Just times this perfectly. Nobody's marking him. Crépeau's the only one in and around him. He takes the punch after the header. Well done by Rosero on that one.
The Colombian putting his head where few men would.
You can't get those right, you're going to be in trouble. And some of that is. I mean, no one was marking Rosero. I know Crépeau comes off his line, but nobody's in there.
Tim Leibold goes for it himself, and he's got a couple angry teammates, including Memo Rodriguez, who were looking for it. It's an awkward spot if you're Crépeau. There's a lot of room in between the line of confrontation and the 6-yard box. This is just digged in. Rosero is there, so is Vollner, and it's tapped in. It's Willie Agada, and it's his 2nd. And Sporting might have just put this to bed before we've even hit the halftime whistle. It's 3-0.
Back across, it falls to Voltaire on the back post. Rosero in an offside position. Looks like that one's going to be called back. They could be one of the best teams in the Western Conference, but they haven't had enough of it tonight. I was just thinking about that on that last play out. Another tough challenge here, this one on Bravo, and he points.
And it's a penalty.
The spot inside the box. Is it on the edge of the 18? Is it in?
And looking for a marquee moment on a gorgeous Sunday afternoon. Willie Agada. And he pulls it wide.
Maybe he saw Crépeau going to his right, the side he had already chosen to go, and he pulls it well left of the post.
Bravo. Not a bad looking ball in for Mora. Was he fouled? Yes, he was, and it's a penalty on the other end.
I had this conversation with Phil Neville in the week. That to me is a clear penalty.
Significant gusts throughout the Kansas City area since last night. So it's not a surprise. We'll try it one more time. Evander buries it, and it's 3-1. So a missed penalty on one end to put the game to bed, and now a little bit of life, a little bit of hope for Phil Neville's side.
Just cool and calm. He knew where he was going the whole time. Doesn't even do a hesitation. Melia, one of the best goalkeepers at Penn.
And with the injury not being a head injury, referees not forced to stop the play. This one lofted in. Rodriguez waiting for it. Brings it down. Rodriguez lashes it across. And it's in. It crossed the line. And it's a second for Portland. And it's the substitute Felipe Mora off the feed from Jonathan Rodriguez. It's 3-2. Another biblical collapse at home from Sporting Kansas City.
And that's a great ball in over the top. Rodriguez, so calm. He brings it down with the chest and he drives it back across the ball.
There's an 8th-minute stoppage time goal against Columbus in week 2 as Eric Tommy down on the far side. Anthony goes through one defender, goes for goal himself. Loose rebound after Amelia parried it away. Now we're going to have a corner. Tommy is still down over on the far side of the field. Evander trying to avoid the challenge. On his backside, keeps possession. Angle towards Rodriguez, back across, and it's just wide. But Jonathan Rodriguez becoming more and more a part of this game. And now Evander up against Tommy. The nutmeg gets through the German. Back in from Anthony. Paredes lining up the header. Big save for Amelia, and the follow-up is in. Flag stays down. And Portland have turned this game on its head. It's 3-3.
But the two players in the double there, Leibold and Tommy, they're not really putting on a ton of pressure with the double. Polito comes back in, and Paredes gets all the power on the header to force
Sporting Kansas City on the road against Toronto, his first Major League Soccer goal last weekend. And the crowd desperately trying to get back into this one. Voltaire whips it in. Vargas is there, and it's over the crossbar.
You can hear the crowd. They wanted Rodriguez just to launch that ball forward. You know there's not much time left.
And that's going to do it full time. The tale of two halves ends in a 3-3 draw. Peter Vermees's first half juggernauts